After 5 DCEU movies, I wanted a great one. There might be another one. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Aquaman, the 6th DCEU movie, directed by James Wan, one of the biggest horror directors working today, starring Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry / Aquaman, and you had an all-star cast involved that I don't need to name the rest because you all know who they are. This review is spoiler-free because Aquaman is a big comic book movie, and if you haven't seen the movie yet, do not worry, this is a spoiler-free review. You are safe here. In this film, it is the story of Arthur Curry, played by Jason Momoa, and how he becomes Aquaman. He tries to go back to Atlantis to overthrow his brother to become the true king of Atlantis, while he has to learn what it is to be a king in the first place. There's this big war going on down in the ocean, and Aquaman must come to rise. I've had a love-hate relationship with the DCEU so far. Most of the movies haven't been that great. Some have been pretty good. James Wan being brought in to direct Aquaman actually had me excited. I really dug the concept. I loved the trailers for it. Aquaman was one of the standouts in Justice League. I thought Jason Momoa was awesome in the role, and I was excited to see an Aquaman movie finally be brought to screen. Aquaman is another solid film in the DCEU. It delivered on everything: the action, the characters, and the overall entertainment value. It is a total fun time, and it's a great popcorn flick to end off the year 2018. The action sequences in this movie are amazing. The action from the start to the opening film. The way that James Wan films the action in this movie is epic. You got this epic score playing in the background, all the characters are fighting bad guys, and I thought James Wan really nailed the action in the film. Furious 7, James Wan directed the 7th Fast and Furious movie. The action was very shaky cam. No shaky cam whatsoever in this movie. You could totally see what was going on. The visuals were absolutely breathtaking. Once we finally see the world of Atlantis, it's gorgeous, man. It reminded me of going into Blade Runner 2049, just seeing the city for the first time, have an amazing score playing. It just brings you into this world, and James Wan did a fantastic job of creating the world of Atlantis. This is a technical masterpiece from the DCEU. I would definitely say this is the best looking DCEU film we've seen so far. Jason Momoa back as Arthur Curry / Aquaman is totally badass in this film. We get a great backstory with Arthur Curry. He's had struggles with his family life, his mother, and grown up with his father, who's not even a superhero. He's not a perfect person. He has to try to learn what it is to be a king. And we get to see him train with Willem Dafoe in the film. And he really does struggle through this movie. He gets his ass kicked in so many fights in the movie, but he learns and he gets better as he does it. Amber Heard plays Mera, Aquaman's love interest. She's also great and kick ass, and she's so beautiful, Amber Heard. I thought their chemistry was absolutely terrific. It really does work. They have a great one-on-one relationship. Patrick Wilson plays the main antagonist in this film, and I would say he's definitely in conversation right now to be the best DCEU villain. That's not saying much because DCU has had some awful villains. He's not just some guy who's just ruling to take over the world. He does have a reason for why he is like this, and he has a really serious backstory with Aquaman in the film, and you could totally see why he has so much intensity and rage to him. But I wanted to save the best for last. Black Manta gets introduced. Black Manta in this movie was so awesome. There's something really important that happens with him in the first act that I don't want to spoil, but it's a great introduction to the character. My main issue with Aquaman is that it's very corny at times. And sometimes it's not a bad thing, and sometimes in the action sequences, they often play this repetitive sound that gets kind of corny and cartoonish at times. The joke keeps playing on and on. It's like, I get it. I also wanted more screen time from certain characters in the film. There's one particular character, Like Black Manta, I thought he was a great character. I wish there was more of him because I thought he was one of the best parts of the film. It kind of just leaves you with a great one note, and he just does some cool stuff and then he disappears, and I wanted more of him. The first act of the movie does feel a little clunky. It tries to find some rhythm, but it doesn't find it right away. It takes a little bit for the story to get going, and did feel similar a little bit to King Arthur and Lion King, but once the story really started to kick in gear, I got fully engaged with this film. Aquaman is another thumbs up from the DCEU. James Wan brought this movie to great heights. I loved this movie. Aquaman is a total blast, guys. Definitely go see it. It's a total fun ride. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Aquaman a 4 out of 5 stars. Alright guys, that was my review for Aquaman. Have you guys seen it yet? And what were your thoughts on it? Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. Now that I've seen Aquaman, guys, stay tuned to my updated ranking of the DCEU, as well as my ranking for all the 2018 superhero movies with Aquaman in it. Don't miss it. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Click that notification bell on your way out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!